How's it going? Missed ya. I still really suck at this whole intro thing, but whatever. Doesn't matter. As you can see, my hair is wild. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I'm trying to figure out like good ways to wear it curly now that it's short, but evidently I haven't figured that out yet. So we're working on it today. And I just felt like doing a fun makeup look, maybe going out of my comfort zone a little bit. We're gonna go on this little ride together and we'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna start with eyes actually, which I don't usually do, but I think that because I'm doing like a crazier look, that way if, oh my god, I keep thinking there's something on my shirt, but it's because on my screen, there's little hair. Yes, since I'm gonna do a like more out there look than usual today on my eyes, it's just easier to start with eyes, because that way if I don't like it, I can just wipe it off and start over and not have to worry about ruining any other makeup. So I have a couple things that I definitely want to use. One of which, I went to Shoppers and sometimes they have these little stands that have their like clearance stuff that they're just like getting rid of. And they had this mascara for $3. So I picked it up. But this is actually in Black Cherry. So it's supposed to be some sort of a maroonish color. So hopefully it'll be fun. So I know that I want to use the Zoella Brunch Date palette, and I know I want to use this pink color. I'm being brave, and I want to use that. It's called Sunday Fun Day. So fingers crossed that it goes well. So eyeshadow, primer. Let the clumsiness begin. It's 2:40. I work at 5, so I think the more difficult that this eyeshadow look becomes, the less foundation I'll wear, which is maybe a good thing. It would also be really helpful if my makeup brushes were clean, but they're not, so we're just gonna make do with what we've got, right? I'm just putting a base color down just everywhere so that it doesn't stick a bunch to the primer. The other palette that I'm using is the Too Faced. Oh, hello. Look at my super professional setup with my phone plugged in because it's gonna die. Which one is this? Oh, it's the White Peach palette. I'm using the color Fuzzy. It's this one. It's kind of like a taupey color. Is it better if I move this here? That might be a better angle for me, we'll see. I also kind of feel like sometimes you guys are like stuck looking up my nose because the angle's kind of off. Let's see, let me lower myself and see if this better. Is that better? Still kind of looking at my nose no matter what. Oh well. Okay, so I have a little bit of a base color there. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Okay, I am gonna warm that up a little bit with a little bit of maple syrup from the Zoella palette. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Pancakes Please, which is this one. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger and I'm just gonna put that on my lid. This is what it looks like. Okay, now, pink. Ooh, I'm scared. Use my finger. Oh my god, it's so pink. There's lots of glitter going everywhere, so I'm actually really happy that I'm doing my eyes before my foundation. And this is not rose gold, this is pink. Like bright pink. Looks better in the camera than it does in real life, which is saying something. It's not as gold as I want it to be. Do I have a gold shimmer? I'm gonna say a little prayer for a moment, because I am going to take a cream product and try and layer it on top of this powder product. We shall see how this goes, because I don't have a gold shimmery eyeshadow, and this one's actually kind of, it's more gold, but it's kind of rose gold. So I'm gonna try to layer this on top. Oh, I think this is working. Funnily enough, now that I've taken the pink down a notch, I'm gonna add a different pink from the White Peach palette. It's called Glistening Peach. This one, just like a nice little subtle amount. There, that's better. Okay. I think that looks pretty. I think it'll look nice too once I add the burgundy mascara. So I'm not gonna do foundation actually. I'm just gonna do concealer because honestly, I don't really like foundation. Whenever I do wear foundation, it's usually just like a really, really light layer. We're just gonna start with that. And then I will reevaluate in a moment. The concealer I'm using, by the way, is this new Revlon Photo Ready Candid Antioxidant Concealer. I find that it doesn't have to be set, which is nice because I'm not the biggest fan of using powders, especially all over my face. It's not full coverage or anything for sure, but you can definitely like add and layer it like I am right now. I'm putting on my nose. I'm gonna put just a little bit more on my chin. Okay, now the only powder I'm gonna do is my Physicians Formula Healthy Powder. I'm just gonna take that on a big fluffy brush. And I'm actually just gonna take it under my eyes. Just because I don't like when my under eyes look shiny. Now, and then I'm also going to take my Bare Minerals one that I always use. Okay, so when I'm contouring my nose, I'll like brush a little on the sides like you saw I just did, but then I'll also pinch my brush and then go up like that, so that the bridge of my nose still doesn't get bronzer on it. Because I find that otherwise you can accidentally get like bronzer over the top, which like it's good to get a little, like I'll go doo-doo, just so that everything blends pretty well. And then I just pinch again and do a little bit on the bottom. Also need a little bit on my chin just to set that concealer, make everything a little more even across the board. And then I kind of just go over my whole face just with whatever's left on the brush so that everything looks a little bit more cohesive. I always forget to do highlight before I do my brows, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take this, yeah, I'm gonna take the same highlighter that I used on top of my lids, and I'm just gonna take a bit of that and pop it right on the top of my cheekbone. And then after I've done that, you'll see why I do highlighter before I do brows. I want to take it, and I'm gonna go here first, but then I'm also gonna drag it through the tail of my brow and down. And then I take a little bit on the tip of my nose and a little bit in between. And the Cupid's bow, of course. There. I'm gonna do a little bit more contouring of my nose. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and just ever so slightly go down the sides and across the tip. I'm gonna take that same brush. I'm gonna take the taupey transition shade that I used, this one, and I'm gonna put it under my eye. Everything needs to blend together right now. I feel like I still look kind of funny just having eyeshadow on my top lid. I always kind of drag that up a bit and just follow my lower lash line, like the curve of it up, because that's how far out I like my eyeshadow to come. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush now and go into the warmer shade that I used, which is Maple Syrup, this one. I also used that as a transition shade. I don't know if I mentioned. I do find that I can get a little carried away with the lower lash line, just in terms of I bring it pretty low, but I just like that look. Like, I almost like to look like I have eye bags, which sounds kind of backwards because I put concealer on, but I don't know, I just find it makes my eyes like pop out more. Just a personal preference thing, I suppose. I'm gonna take Peach Suede. My under eye right now is looking very neutral, whereas my top lid obviously has a pink tone to it. So I want to make sure that that pink tone is brought all the way around. Better. Actually, I lied. I took two colors. I took the Peach Suede, and then I also took Peach Smoothie, which is more pink. This one's more warm. This one has more pinkness to it, so I took that one as well. So I'm gonna take the e.l.f. highlight. It's Moonlight Pearls. I don't even know if you can still get this, but it's just one of my favorite highlights for my inner corner and my brow bone, because it's still subtle, but it's not as subtle as like the highlight on my cheeks. So it just helps them pop a little extra. Okay, there we go. Okay, now brows, finally. Good lord. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brush them up. And then with my brow pencil, what I do is I just draw a line underneath. Okay, now what I do, obviously, like, I can't just have a line underneath my brow, so I take my spoolie, I'm just gonna blend it upwards. I got a little tweezer happy the other day. Shame on me. So right here is a little sparse at the moment, so I am gonna take this and just fill that in. And they're just a little more even. I've been really on the clear brow gel train lately, not tinted. I'll do tinted if I'm not doing my brows, but if I filled them in, then I'll use a clear one. So I'm just gonna look, see if I need anything else, more bronzer, more highlight, more nose contour. The only thing I do see that I didn't do, that I always do, is I usually take my bronzer and take just a little bit, tap off the excess, and I just do a little shadow right under my lips. Just looks like this. My camera won't focus when I do this thing, so up there, yeah, that's what it looks like. You get the idea. Okay. maybe it would look more burgundy if I wasn't wearing pink eyeshadow. I'm definitely gonna have to try it without any eyeshadow on to decide on if it does look burgundy or not. This video is an hour long. I'm not gonna include the hair part of my video because quite frankly I just don't want to edit that much. So I'm gonna do my hair and then I'm going to go in better lighting, show you my makeup, show you my finished hair, and say bye. Okay, cool. See you soon. Hello. So this is the makeup look and my hair. I'm in our bedroom now. So what did I do? I did my lips. I just did something really basic. I have it in my pocket. I used a kind of, I don't know how to explain what shade this is, right? So I used this Zoella and ColourPop one again, and the palette is from the same collection, and this is in the shade Oh Snap. It's like a neutral dark mauve-y pink. I don't know, I just like it. I find it's very 90s-esque. And then the other thing I used was just a little gloss, which is the Nude by Nature, in the shade Crimson Pink. And then my hair is obviously all done. There were a couple pieces that weren't very nice curls, so I added a bit of curl to them, and then I just have it in a clip. I did say hello to the Poochie on the bed. My goodness, she's so cute. Oh my god. She's exhausted right now. I don't know why. She's done nothing all day, as always. But yeah, so that's my look. I'm gonna take some pictures now, and yeah, let me, here, wait. I can show you it. Oh. Thanks for watching.